Yo, monthly update, January 2025. Today, I'm recording this through Loom on my laptop because I want to show something on my laptop. And yeah, I'm a little bit tired. I didn't sleep so long. It's so funny, I never had a problem with sleeping long, but lately, when I wake up and my brain starts to think, I get excited. I want to do things, and then it's really hard to fall back asleep again. So yeah, I slept not so long. And then I went to the gym. I had a really good workout, sauna afterwards. Now I just ate 4 eggs and some broccoli, and yeah, I'm just tired right now. But it has been an amazing month, and I have some things to share in here, which this remarkable. I'm using it now because I actually just wrote this on the laptop and then it syncs up. But I went back to buy a normal journal, and I enjoy it. Writing on paper again and just being able to, find certain things. So that's cool. Yeah, it has been a really good month in many ways. I finished a book called The Big Leap, which is a really amazing book, and Diara is still reading it. She's also finishing it. And then we were actually thinking to do a workshop for our community, like our friends here basically, in Lisbon, so that everyone has the same language and we can support each other on our journeys and just expanding in our capacity to let success, law of abundance into our lives. So, a really great book, big recommendation. Right now, I'm finishing, I think I'm halfway through The Essentialism. Also, really good book. Yeah, so I want to show, maybe I wait a little bit. I want to show some cool MidJourney image creations of our dream home or my dream home. Kind of like playing with that. It's pretty cool. But let's start with health. As I've shared many times here on my monthly update videos, I have this gut biome optimization topic, which is literally going on for years, probably like almost 4 years by now. And yeah, the last attempt was this with this woman we met in Thailand, and she had this crazy protocol and not enough accountability or guidance, so we kind of stopped somewhere in the middle. But now we signed up for a so cool. It's basically a concierge doctor service here in Lisbon, where you pay a monthly subscription. You can see the doctor as much as you want. You can send her all the tests that you do, and she will prescribe you all the tests. And it's basically, when you start doing your own research, you realize the medical system is just not great at all. It's completely outdated on an old understanding, and it's treating symptoms. It's not preventative. It's not really forward thinking. Optimizing health, longevity. So once you understand that, then it's also difficult to even have the motivation to go to doctors who are just in such a completely different mindset. Um, yeah, which is what happened to me. And so this service here in Portugal, it's founded by an American and a Portuguese woman, and they partner up with a doctor. And so this doctor is like, she's amazing. She's a doctor. She can prescribe things, and yeah. So both Diara and I signed up. We both had our onboarding session last week. Went into the clinic, and it's just very thorough. And she's trying to understand what's really happening, and then she follows your health journey. Now we have a bunch of tests that we need to get done, and yeah, I feel very hopeful and optimistic about that. And yeah, that's how medicine should be. And I think it's super cool the way they've set it up, and I hope more businesses like that get started in all different type of cities, because yeah, it just makes a lot of sense. And I think it's going to take many years before there's a switch, if that ever happens, because obviously pharma and so on, they benefit from the current model. They don't want people to just do more exercises and breath work and eat healthy and then not get sick. So, but yeah, sports is also good. I've been playing squash all the last weeks, super fun. Going to the gym, still learning what is my routine. Do I want to go to the gym 2 times or 3 times per week? Do I also maybe want to work out one time here at home? Yeah, and like using AI to find the best way to structure the workouts. So that's still happening. Friendships are going well, and that's just deepening and forming. And I have a friend that I went to the gym with today. Yesterday we had like our whole community was basically at another friend's place. Uh, we did our first man circle on last Thursday. That was also super cool. Yeah, so that's all going well. Portuguese lessons. So I'm gonna have my first Portuguese lesson in, I think, like 10 days or so, and I'm really looking forward to it. I started re-listening to this audio program that I already finished like months ago, and it's a really great program. And I realized, oh, I'm still remembering things, and I feel like if I have a teacher and I'm actually forced to say things out loud, that I could make some pretty quick progress. Yeah, so that's really good. Then other little things, we bought a projector right there for 69 euros. Insane. Obviously, it's not as great as a expensive one, but you get like a pretty big screen. It's full HD resolution. Just when you watch something that's really dark, you don't see so much in the in the darkness. It just you lose detail, but it's cool. Now we can, if we want to watch a movie, we can watch a movie on a bigger screen. Okay. Let me actually show this dream house thing, because I also just want to capture it for myself as this maybe vision is evolving. I had a dream house that I created over a longer period of time in my mind, and I would sometimes draw it. But actually, let me wait. I can pause here. That's cool. Okay, nice. I found it. So I don't know when I drew this quite a while ago. But so the idea was the house is on the side of a mountain or hill. There's some water, could be lake, could be a river in the background. There's a pool out there, and then kind of an open area. Should be actually bigger. And then maybe 2 floors, 3, I'm not sure. Rooftop terrace with a jacuzzi, and then this a tower, basically with a bedroom on top, with a beautiful view. And there's another one that this is from the front, the view, kind of open living room, kitchen here, goes out into the pool area, balcony here, could be offices, could be a little gym in here, and so on. And then pool, table tennis I want to have, and yeah, it's just a cool, nice rooftop, and then this tower there. So what I technically could do, but this is just not a good sketch, I could put this right into MidJourney and then make it realistic, because you can keep the structure of an image and just retexture it, basically make it look nicer. But what I ended up creating was, and this is, wait, this is, yeah, here you can see there were many different versions before, and then wait, am I going the right direction? Oh, wrong direction. I found one that I liked, and then it's so cool here. You can just mark something and then redo that part. So I was like, okay, this is kind of useless here. Turn this into a terrace. And then I zoomed out. Yeah, and then I realized I want more space here around. I want to also have, yeah, then I added the space here, and then I added the river in the background. And then this is, you see the read texture feature. It's this, the pool is, everything is exactly the same. It's kind of like the structure, well, almost. There, the two cars are there in the same position. Yeah, it's just amazing how this whole technology works. And then I made it even bigger, and the grass is here not so green anymore, and the people, when you zoom in, they make no sense really. There's a lot of things that make no sense, but yeah, you can see it's quite funny. You're like, what is this? What is happening here? But if you look from further away, it's like, oh, okay, I like it. You know, this could be the tower a little bit. It's also maybe more realistic than a full-on tower. And then here I want to have like a table tennis or something, and then people are hanging out. We have our friends over. We can walk down there and go swimming in the river. Then here could be for guests, and then hopefully our other friends also have houses close by. And maybe one is over here, and you can just walk 5 minutes or take a, you know, your bike and be in nature, be with community. Yeah, so that's that. What else? Oh, yeah, I wanted to talk about business. So big changes here. Maybe not big, but as I've mentioned before, I believe, I feel really called and feel called for a long time to do more coaching, to do the deeper work, to explore with people, to help them find out what they really want in life and why they're not going after it, and then help them come up with a plan and start executing. And then, of course, there will be challenges, there will be resistance, there will be self-sabotaging patterns, and then to overcome those and create new experiences, new beliefs, new identity, and a new life. That's what I feel really passionate about. And so I've shared that with Diara, and she's super supportive. I don't know, I guess like the first time, I don't know, months and months ago. And she's like, yeah, cool, okay, let's do, or you do more of that. But then we never really executed, because I think I was also like, but also, our business is great and it's picking up, and I want to, build something and so on. And I had to be really honest with myself that I like the idea of building a business, but I don't enjoy, and maybe I'm also not even particularly great at really building a business, because there's a lot of things that need to be done, and I have quite a, maybe it's from my privileged upbringing and also how my parents raised me. I never had to do things that I didn't want to do. So to get myself to do things that I don't really want to do is difficult for me. Others have just more maybe discipline of like, I'm just doing it, which is great. It can also be not so great, because then, a lot of people end up working their asses off, being successful, but not enjoying their life because it's actually not in alignment. And then there's burnout and all of those things. So, yeah, I had to be honest with myself and be like, what I really want and what feels like an expansion is to be the best possible coach I can be and really dedicate myself to that. And, after having done this for many years and then following the idea of building a business, it feels really good to, yeah, to get back to it. And Diara and I are working on a transition plan on what the different stages are, because I also love to support consultants and people that we work with. It's just the business running aspects, the whole, organizational development and structures and admin things and behind the scenes tech setup and so on. Oh, I'm running out of battery. There we go. Yeah, so that was a big shift. Actually, today I'm going to work a little bit more on my coaching framework, because the framework that I developed, years ago, it doesn't quite feel so aligned anymore. And actually, I want to show something here as well. Mirror. There we go. So I also want to have something, this is just work in progress, but I want to have this, we are still running this business together, and we have our mission here, and then we have our growth partner model for B2B consultants. And this is a step-by-step guidance. We have a proven process. We mentor people and guide them through it. Takes 3 to 6 months usually. There's weekly sessions, there's the frameworks, resources. They get, their access to their Notion dashboard, um, all of that stuff. And it's very clear on what we focus on: their positioning, their offer creation, lead generation, and then also a sales process. And Diara will be leading that. And I will be pulled in if needed, right? For maybe ideation or resolving any emotional blocks. And then within the same business and same umbrella and under the same mission, in a sense, this is also work in progress, but we're offering one-on-one business coaching for purpose-driven founders. Now they could run a startup in a different industries. It doesn't really matter, because here I'm not telling them what to do. I'm not saying this is here step by step, but I'm finding out with them what makes the most sense for you and your business. And you can only find that out by really going inwards and not by looking to what other people do, because every person is different. Every person has different strengths and motivations, and yeah, that's what I love to support with, to find out what is it that you specifically want and how can you specifically get it. Because even if you want the same thing as someone else, your path to get it and to create that in your life might look different. Yeah, and then Diara might still be coming in here and supporting with some strategy and coming up with a plan, and yeah, so that's how we're seeing it at the moment. And then in terms of like the framework, if I would break it down, what I'm really doing with people is helping them to get clear on what their vision is. And many people don't know, actually, or they think they know, but it's actually not their vision, but their parents' vision. Or, so to really, this can be a scary thing to do, to really dream big and to admit to ourselves what we really want, and not be like, oh, I shouldn't want this, or hey, if I admit that I want it and then I don't get it, I will feel like a failure. So there's this, then there's the strategy. Once we know that, like, okay, what can you do in which you order in order to create that? And then this is the ongoing thing, there will always be resistance. Every time we want to expand our life, our business, there will be resistance. This resistance can take many forms. It can be really hard to spot. It can, take the form of I don't have enough time, getting distracted, procrastination, perfectionism, and imposter syndrome. And then that's basically week after week what we look at. If we know where we're going, what the steps are, then basically if we just overcome and remove resistance, then it will work. And there will be execution and momentum building. So yeah, I want to work on that maybe today, make it all look a little bit nicer. And yeah, I think that's all. Oh yeah, I also a few days ago started building something with AI, because obviously AI is extremely powerful. You can do a lot of things with, but we have, for the most part, just used AI in, like, chatting with it. But I want to learn more on how to integrate it into our workflows by using the APIs and saying, copy something in there, could be a Notion page or Google Sheets, and then there's already a prompt prepared that will take that information, give it to AI, and tell AI to do something specific with this, and then we get that back. So there's a lot of cool things, and I just want to stay up to date. I want to leverage the technology as much as possible, and I'm also really interested to work more. I have a few friends now who are basically AI consultants and help other people and businesses with AI, and just being in that space, and that's inspiring to me because I love just the new technologies and how they impact all of us, the good, the bad, the neutral. Yeah. Oh, just seeing one last note here. So I still have this PlayStation borrowed from a friend, but it kind of already got boring. I had another friend over last weekend, I believe, and we had a really great time. But alone, playing by myself, like, I don't know, which is a good sign, I believe, that it just doesn't catch me the same way anymore as it did when I was younger. Yeah. Okay, and on that note, I'm gonna end this video. I'm gonna enjoy my Saturday and see you next month. Ciao.